Hello again, YouTube. Evil Foo here, and I have a big, huge box today. So thanks to a friend on Twitter, I was able to finally, hopefully I haven't opened the box, so I don't know, but finally find a PlayStation 4, a non-scalped, or excuse me, PlayStation 5, a non-scalped version. I've been trying to get this since the day pre-orders opened. Same thing with my Xbox Series X. I was lucky enough to get a couple of Xbox Series X's, one for my family and one for myself. So I got two of those. I was unable to get a PlayStation. Every time I've had a PlayStation for the last almost 2 years now, every time I've had a PlayStation 5 in my cart, the scalper bots buy them before I can even check out. I've had it in carts at Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Amazon. Never been able to get one. So I was complaining the other day. I was saying, you know, Steam, congratulations to Valve, because they have the manufacturing for the Steam Deck now, where you don't even have to go on a wait list anymore. They can have one out to you in 1 to 2 weeks from the time of your order. So I was like, you know, I put on Twitter, I said, that's fantastic, they're doing that. I'm gonna get one of those next year for sure. But it's ridiculous that Microsoft and Sony still haven't got their manufacturing down to that level yet, where they can guarantee, you know, 1 to 2 weeks. And this guy replied, a friend of mine on there, he's a doctor, replied, he said, hey, you can buy, I don't know what you're talking about, you can buy a PlayStation 5 right now. And he sent me a link to the Sony Direct site, and the link was for like a PlayStation 5 with Modern Warfare 2, which I didn't want that. I'm a Xbox primary guy, so I'm only going to be play, you know, lifetime exclusives, or exclusive, doesn't matter if it's lifetime or not, on PlayStation 5. You know, I'll play a ton of games on there. I love PlayStation. I haven't had a PlayStation since PlayStation 3, but I didn't want Modern Warfare. I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. That's still better than, you know, paying extra for a scalper. I'll get it. But then when I went to get it, they had actual regular, this should be a regular PlayStation 5 available as well. So I am going to crack this bad boy open and see what's in here. I'm super excited. I have a place, I think, where it's going to go. I know this thing's big. I haven't seen it obviously in my own area. I've seen it in, like, I saw one in Best Buy the other day when I was looking for one of these for sale, but in the display case. But yeah, I'm going to see where this fits, and I'm going to jump into Bloodborne right away. Unfortunately, there's no, you know, PS5 enhancement patch for that. I'm guessing that Sony's probably tasked Bluepoint with doing a full remake, is why they haven't done a patch. They really should do like a 4K 60 patch for that. Shouldn't be that hard to do at all. There's a hacker that got it running almost 60 frames locked on PlayStation 4 Pro a while ago, and that was just one guy playing around with the code. So From Software would just take them, you know, I'm sure a couple seconds, or a Sony engineer a couple seconds, and they could have it done. But anyway, let's open this thing up. All right. This is, I'm filming this on Columbus Day. This came in on October 10th, Columbus Day. So it's kind of appropriate. I'm using a tomahawk to open this. I have some Native American heritage in me. Columbus Day is, you know, the celebration of Columbus coming to the Indies, so the finding America. But really, it led to the slaughter, complete annihilation of, you know, the indigenous people. Some have survived, obviously, but their whole tribes, whole ways of life lost to the ages. So fuck Columbus. But I'm gonna open up this box with the tomahawk. All right, let's see what we got. And this is not cutting anything at all. I don't want to cut too deep because it looks like this is literally just a empty cardboard box put on the outside of what I'm assuming is a PlayStation box. And from the unboxing I've seen when this thing came out, the packaging is pretty flimsy, so I don't want to damage that. I'm kind of a dork, so I like to have the boxes sitting around. All right, we have a packing list. It says sold to blank, shipped to blank. But it says that is a PS5 hardware, 1215 standard parcel US. So here, is what I've been waiting for. Like I said, I haven't bought a brand new PlayStation. I haven't played any PlayStations really, except for my PlayStation 3. But I bought the PlayStation 3 Fat Boy when it first came out. And I was living in Korea at the time when that came out. When I left Korea, I was in Korea for a couple of years. When I left there, they were still really hard to get PlayStations. So I sold one to my, and it's a pain in the butt to, you know, have to take stuff from overseas back to the stateside and stuff like that. So I sold one to my boss. He wanted one, so I sold my Fat Boy, which I didn't realize Sony was going to cut a bunch of the stuff out of there, for like backwards compatibility and things like that, in the revision. But when I got back to the States, I bought the revised model. I had to have something so I could play God of War 3 and Metal Gear Solid 4, which is a fantastic game. Why is that still locked to PlayStation 3? It should be out on every modern console. Hopefully, fuck Konami, but hopefully Konami's doing something with that franchise and letting somebody... Just remasters would be great. I mean, they already have the Metal Gear collection, which is fantastic, but 4 is still locked to PlayStation 3, sadly. So let's get this huge, big boy out of this box. And it was what I thought. It was just literally a box the exact size of the PlayStation itself. So hopefully this didn't take any damage in shipping. There were a couple dents in the outside of this box. Alright, get rid of that. I am wearing my PlayStation shirt today. Japan 1994 is when it came out. Pretty awesome. And yes, I'm super fat right now, so I'm working on it. Well, I plan to work on it. Last time I tried to work on it, I ended up in the hospital for a week. But wearing my PlayStation fanboy shirt. I'm like a kitty, or I'm like a kitty. Meow. No, I'm giddy like a kid at Christmas. I haven't had, like I said, a new PlayStation in a long time. I've been meaning to get this. I've massively regretted not getting. I didn't have the time, and I'm a Xbox first guys, so I only had time really for one game system. So I didn't get a PlayStation 4. But as soon as Bloodborne came out, there were some other games that were fantastic too. But Bloodborne especially, I super regretted not having PlayStation 4. So now that I'm super into games again, and it's a big primary focus for me in life, I'm going to make sure I'm always going to have all the main players in the market. So I'll always have a PlayStation and the Xbox from now on. Next year I'm going to go ahead and break down, get a Switch. I've been waiting for a revised model for that. I haven't had a Nintendo system since the Nintendo 64. And I'm going to get a Steam Deck. I'll get a Steam Deck and finally go back to the PC a little bit. I'm not a PC guy. I played PC games when Doom 1 and 2 came out. For a couple of years I was a PC only guy. Alright, let's see this huge box. So I got, these are just empty, but I got out my Series X box, and for size comparisons. And then I also have, I bought my mother for, she does, for streaming and stuff like that, for Netflix, Amazon, HBO, that kind of stuff. I got her an Xbox Series S last year, or maybe earlier this year. I think it was earlier this year. But just wanted to see the different box sizes. The PlayStation obviously is massively larger than the two Xboxes. So one thing about the Xbox Series X, and I am a primary Xbox guy. I go Xbox first, but I don't have any kind of allegiance to Xbox, anything like that. I'll call a spade a spade. Something kind of like iPhone. You buy an iPhone. The packaging is super premier and nice. You're buying something expensive and nice. The Series X, the Series S, a little bit. It was to a lesser extent. It was cheaper, obviously, inside the packaging. But the packaging for the Series X was extremely nice. You really felt like you're buying or opening a premium thing. So with this PlayStation, it is obviously not going to be quite as nice as that, unfortunately. But at least Sony hasn't upped the prices in America by $50 yet. Let's cut this thing. This is a pretty cool little holographic PlayStation symbol right there. Tape. It's pretty awesome. I just have the same bullshit that Xbox does. 8K. Yeah, right. Can't even get consistent 4K on most games on these things, but that's okay. 60 frames a second is way, to me at least, way more important. Let's see. So this is really thin, this outside box here. So this is really flimsy. Like I said, I didn't want to damage it. I'm going to keep that for later. I'll put this box back inside of it when I'm done here. And let's see. PlayStation symbol. That's very cool. All right. I don't know if you guys can see me. I look kind of like a ninja. Okay, let's see what's in here. So I'm not really doing an unboxing. You can watch a million YouTubers that do professional unboxings, and this has been unboxed probably thousands, definitely hundreds of times on YouTube over the last couple of years. So this is just for me. So I'm not showing you guys what's in this or anything like that. If you want to see that kind of stuff, just search PS5 unboxing, it'll show you that kind of stuff. This is a DualSense over here. All right, so got a booklet, another booklet, safety guide, always important for a safety guide. Don't try and bench press your console. Power cable. Oh yeah, I forgot there's like a vertical stand you have to put on. I don't think you have to put on. I don't think it's going to fall over if you don't put the stand on. But I will be putting mine vertical. I think the PlayStation 5 design, the digital one's not as bad because it's more symmetrical, but the PlayStation 5 looks like Sony definitely designed this to be a digital only system, and then the last minute they got cold feet, so just plopped a disk drive on it, so it has a like big bubble on it. I think it's very ugly. I'm gonna get some of those beautiful, I think they're Galaxy Purple, whatever they're called, the purple side plates for it now that I have one. HDMI cable, hopefully this is a 2.1, does it say somewhere on there? Doesn't have the colors on the inside. Well, if this isn't a great HDMI cable, which I would think it would be from Sony, they make electronic products, but if it's not a good one, I have a bunch of these anyway. Maybe it is, I'll have to look into that, it doesn't matter. The important thing is what's in this. Alright, so like the packaging of the Xbox Series S, which was not a premium experience, this has like eggshell cartons on the inside of it, holding the console in, which is good because it keeps it 360 all around from actually touching the outside, so that's good. Oh. And here is this big boy. All right, let's see. Anything else in here? No, let's get this off the table. And we have a PlayStation 5, or as I like to call it, a Bloodborne box. I have a ton of PlayStation 5 games already. Well, not a ton, but several. So, but the first thing I'm going to play for sure is Bloodborne. All right. I thought when I saw this thing online, maybe it's on the inside. There's little PlayStation symbols all over this thing. I don't know. There's a monogrammed PlayStation symbol right there. Got the disc drive. So my Xbox games since 2013, I've bought them all digital. And I just kind of like the convenience to be able to switch to your games super quick, and especially if you're playing something your friend jumps on, wants to play a game or something like that, just it's real quick to be able to load it up. But with PlayStation, I've gone the opposite. I've gone back to physical only. Since I'm not going to be playing a ton of games on PlayStation, I'll still be playing the primarily on the Xbox. So I'm going to keep that all digital, but I'm going physical on PlayStation just to mix it up a bit. Maybe next gen well, probably not. So I'll mix it up, but maybe I'll go all digital for PlayStation next gen as well. Surprisingly, this extremely reflective black coating, I would think would have like a protective film on. I don't see any protective film on there at all, unless I'm just, which is always possible, an idiot. But there it is. There's my PlayStation 5. I'm very excited. A couple of HDMI ports on the back. Or no, sorry, USB 3 ports. The blue, HDMI, Ethernet, and power. That's awesome. And then what's on the front? Looks like a USB 2.0 on the front, and maybe a micro USB. Yeah, I see a power and eject. All right, so I'm going to go find a place for this. All right, folks, you're getting a rare glimpse of some of the food cave here. Let's see, so I am looking for a place to put my new PlayStation 5. I think I know where it will go. Got my Godzilla shelf up here, watched over by the master Bruce Lee, of course. Got my From Software shelf of goodies. Got more Godzilla stuff. Got Conan stuff down here. But over here, these shelves I have, well, right here in front of my TV, I have all my old systems. Those are not plugged in. Those are just for display. But I have my PlayStation 3 down here plugged in. I have I think that's a Project Scorpio Edition Xbox One X. That's not plugged in, but this 360 is plugged in. I got an HDMI drive, which is just for shits and giggles. Xbox One back there. This is an original Xbox that is plugged in. My Series X down here. I got a Dreamcast down here. And let's see. So I think over here, I really should have cleaned this before this video. But right next to this Xbox mini fridge up here, I think, well, here's Batman. What's up, Caped Crusader? Watching over us? Thanks, man. Oh, we got Conan over there. Greatest movie of all time. Fight me. But I think over here where I have this PlayStation stuff stacked, I got a DualSense. I use this for my PlayStation 3. You can't use the rumble features on the PlayStation 3, but the DualShock 3 is so garbage that I use that and it feels fantastic. So I've had that for like, I don't know, almost 2 years. Got a bunch of PlayStation games I've been waiting for. But I think right here next to my mini fridge, I'll move this sign probably. I think the big bad boy will go right there because I believe it's way too tall for these shelves because that Series X doesn't have much room above it. And that thing is way taller than my Series X. But I'm gonna go hook it up. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, definitely too tall. Good couple inches too tall for those shelves, which I knew already ahead of time that was gonna be too tall. So, and of course, I didn't unplug anything yet because I am terrible at YouTube. Please forgive me. This is dusty too. I'll have to dust this. But I believe that right there should give that big boy plenty of space. We're not blocking our Leon poster too much. Way less than my Sonic and Knuckles are blocking it. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, I shouldn't turn that way because when I upload this video, I'll have to crop that out. I don't think I'm going to put the stand on there. That's plenty stable just like it is. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to plug this thing in and get it all hooked up and do the updates. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of updates. And then I'm going to dive into, I believe, some Bloodborne. All right, well, thanks for watching. I will let you guys know what I think of my new PlayStation 5, gameplay-wise and everything. And I've never used a DualSense with the actual DualSense features turned on, so that's going to be exciting. But I'm going to go update this thing, and I will start playing some games for a while. I have another couple of videos I've been editing on YouTube that I need to finish up and get those uploaded. I have a big hands-on preview of Wo Long, which I think is going to be fantastic. I don't think that's not getting much attention right now for some reason. It's a fantastic game made by Team Ninja, who made this beautiful game back under Tomono Itagaki, but he's gone now. But anyways, they made the 2 Neo games, which I have here somewhere. I'm going to play those for the first time, but it was fantastic. I played the demo. It was really good. So I'm going to finish my preview video of that, and then I have a video about the EDF games. I just got this one in the mail today. I got 5 on the way. 6 I will get as soon as it comes out. But yeah, I'm going to go play some games and stop sounding like a total weirdo. Later.
I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.